Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button, put some motherfucking Coach K full court pressure on that notification and that like button so you can be notified each and every time I upload a video or go live. And once again, this is your boy E Thriller. Welcome back. Now, first things first, I know what you guys are saying. Is this motherfucker at it again? You goddamn Skippy. Because this whole Manny Pacquiao situation is getting out of hand, man. I mean, it's way out of hand. And I've already made several videos criticizing the way that Manny Pacquiao has been moving. But it seems to me that the message isn't hitting home. So therefore, this video is going to talk about Manny fucking Pacquiao. Because let me ask y'all this. If the investors didn't have the money for a Terence Crawford versus a Manny Pacquiao fight, right? Then what in the hell makes you guys think they will have the money for a Manny versus Errol Spence? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. And while you're working on that for your boy E Thriller, I would also like to ask you guys another question. Do you guys really believe that Errol Spence Jr. would turn down a big time money / legacy fight with Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao to face Jordanis Ugas for a strap? Because I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Because wasn't Errol Spence the same guy that said, and I quote, "Belts don't feed my family, and you have to pay how you weigh." So, well, I mean, if that's the case, EJ, then Errol ain't turning down a big fight with Manny Pacquiao. So please don't make me fart from laughing so hard because some of these boxing headlines have been tickling me to death, for Christ's sakes. But regardless of all of that, y'all, if I had one wish in boxing, to channel my inner Ray J, shout out to Ray J himself, I would like for Manny to just go away. Just go away. Because this dude is beyond indecisive when it comes to picking and choosing his next opponent. And I'm just sick and tired of this shit, man. Just to be quite frank with y'all. I'm sick and tired of it because every other day it's something else. First, it was Conor McGregor before he went to sleep experts, right? Then it went to Mikey Garcia. And then all of a sudden, we heard rumblings or a confirmation from Ryan Kardashian. Oops, I meant Ryan Garcia with his capping self. And then it went from there back to Bud Crawford, where Manny Pacquiao came out and said, and I quote, "I want $40 million and Bud to get 10 and we can line it up." And then all of a sudden, according to multiple sources, the fighters fell through because the investors failed to put the money up for the fight, right? And then it went from Terence Bud Crawford to Errol Spence Jr., the big fish, a.k.a. the truth, only to go back to Mikey Garcia as of today. Now, I'm just lost, man. I'm confused. It doesn't make any sense because, hell, at this point, y'all, I hope you're sitting down for this because I'm not even trying to be funny. I wouldn't be surprised if Manny Pacquiao were to face Jake Paul next. I mean, it's just getting this fucking bad, y'all. It's a shit show when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, who is the biggest circus in the sport of boxing, in my honest opinion, man. I mean, because he's full of shit right now because he has nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing left to prove in the sport of boxing. So why don't he just retire? Retire! Because it's over. Hang it up. We are all sick and tired of your bullshit shenanigans. Because you either need to A, come out and say who you're going to fight next, or B, just retire. Please. Please retire, man. Because this old circus and Barnum and Bailey shit is just getting old. It's just getting old because, hell, even Floyd Mayweather just announced he has an exhibition, keyword, exhibition fight coming up with Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I think the bigger brother, on what was it, June 6th or some shit like that. It just got announced. Of course, I'm going to do a video on that. Even Floyd Mayweather, who has been retired for several years, has a fucking fight. He knows who he's already fighting. But Manny Pacquiao can't figure out if he wanted to be Bud, if he wanted to be Errol, if he wants it to be Mikey, if he wants it to be Conor. Hell, last time I checked, hell, it was rumblings about this motherfucker fighting me. I mean, who knows at this point? Who knows? And I'm just so sick and tired of everybody giving Manny Pacquiao a pass just because he's a great guy. He's a senator. He's running for president in the Philippines. Yeah. He's a great philanthropist. He's a great family man. I get it. I understand it. I salute Manny. I tip my hat off to him. 8-time division champion. I get it. I respect the accolades. But right now, Manny Pacquiao is making himself and the sport of boxing look bad because say what you want to say about Manny Pacquiao, but basically he is the ambassador of boxing right now because he's the OG in the game. He's the one who's broken all the records. He's the one who's been putting asses in seats. He's the one that was sending motherfuckers to sleep experts left and right in his heyday. He's the one that just beat Keith one-time Thurman. He gave Keith Thurman his first O. You understand what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao. He's the one that got in the ring and kicked Adrian Broner's ass. You understand what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao is doing himself a disservice. Manny Pacquiao isn't looking that great in my eyes, and I'm pretty sure the supporters of my channel, because we just sick and tired of this bullshit, man. I mean, would you make up your mind? Would you make up your mind? Because if it ain't one thing, it's another. I hate to keep saying this shit, but it's the truth. What do you guys want me to say? What do you want me to say? But could you please, Manny, or somebody in your teams with your camp with MP Promotions or somebody, hell, I don't know. Can somebody come out and say who this motherfucker is gonna fight? I mean, please. Please. And that's all I gotta say, man. Drop your thoughts below. And just like that, I'm gone. Holla.